Well, who's up today? I guess it's too early. Oh, we do have folks. Oh, thank you guys. Listen, I want to know, make sure you know that today is the day, the last day. So you remember Let's Go Help Akasha Nothing to apply to our $1,000 grant. And we still have a lot of money that people haven't picked up from last month or the month before. So make sure you check the list to see if you won it already because you won't be able to win it again. But tonight, midnight, is the last day for that. And I want to make sure you know about it. And let's see, I want to make sure you really get these three reports I have. I mean, these are accumulation of all the grants I've studied for, you know, can you believe it? 48 years I've been doing this. And it's just a joy. I mean, this is what keeps me alive, man. I just enjoy doing it. And the joy really becomes because people seem to get help from it. So that's the reason I do this more than anything else. So I'll keep doing it. I figure I got 10, 15 more years to play with this. But here are the three accumulations that I have over the years, my 15 years of doing this. And let me put it in the chat for you, these three links. The Meta, the Monster, and the Mini Grant. How do you like that? Also, here's a link about AI, international intelligence, not international, artificial intelligence. That surprised the hell out of me because it's really good. I mean, what I see, I've been studying this for 48 years, okay? And my biggest problem right now is trying to get people not to use Google because Google is anti-free. I mean, I'm trying to show people about how to get free money, how to get free help, and everything. Google says they do that, but they really don't. They're really there to sell things. So everything that they want you to see in Google is going to cost you money because that's how they stay in business. You know, this is what capitalism is about. Getting money from somebody else. And what I'm trying to show you is a different part of society that we have called government and nonprofit organizations that solve a lot of the same problems that the people do that charge you, but they do it free as a community spirit. So, and we don't talk about those because people don't make money when they use it, you know. So everybody talks about the stuff that you pay for because people are making money at it. The stuff you don't pay for, very few people know about or talk about or whatever because they don't make money at it. And what I see in artificial intelligence, like I did an article recently on how to get free and low-cost dental care. Okay, if you go to Google and put that in, free and low-cost dental care, you'll just get all these dentists that want to get you money, get your money, or they give you a deal or something like that. I want to show you where you don't pay anything at all, and you don't find them there. But if you go to what is that, GPT or Bard, you'll see, I mean, they take my 50 years of knowledge on this and and put it in one page for you. I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, I literally spent 48 years studying all this stuff, and what I see, you know, after putting all those little pieces together that I've researched and talked about or whatever and used over these 48 years, and able to do what I'm doing here on LeskoHelp, man, they do in 48 seconds. And it's the same, they boil it down, nothing they give you, well, there's a few that sneak in there, but it's not bad. I mean, 90% of it is all free stuff for getting dental care. And it's the same for grants for business or for paying your bills. I mean, it's a great place to start. You don't, I mean, to me, you don't start with Google. No, no, no. You start with the other things. And then they'll show you, like, okay, you'll need your community development center or something like that. So that's what you look for, in Google, and not anything that has a .com, but those organizations they talk about. Now, artificial intelligence doesn't give you the websites, and that's what we do. We show you the websites. So to these things, and a little more detail and stuff. Of course, I'm not worried about going away. There's plenty of problems to be solved, and that's why if somebody else solves a problem, then that opens up another problem that we could solve, and that's a value. But going to that, I mean, if you like my work or whatever that we do here. You could see if you start with artificial intelligence, you'll get an overview of the kinds of organizations that will have this stuff. So you won't get caught into some shark or whatever because you don't know your alternatives. If you use artificial intelligence, you'll see the kinds of alternatives you want to be looking for. So it's a great education thing like that because it. At least for my work, I don't know how it is for everything else or whatever. How come I never received any of the grants that you talked about? I guess you didn't apply enough. I mean, getting a grant, this is somebody right on YouTube. I mean, the grant, it's a two-way street. I mean, you never got a job if you didn't ask, You never get a grant if you didn't ask. If you want to get a job, you don't call one person and ask them for a job, and if they say no, you go home. No. I mean, getting anything is like that. You have to, okay, if that doesn't work, you have to go somewhere else. If that doesn't work, you have to go somewhere else. If that doesn't work, you have to go somewhere else. And that is the story of life. We want to make it easy. That's another thing why Google is bad to me, is they make you feel it's easy. Oh, all you have to do is call me and you get it all. And it's very time consuming. Absolutely, it's time. I mean, that is. But if it's not worth it to you, then don't spend the time. This is just, if you're in financial trouble, and what have you done to get out of financial trouble, and have you been successful yet? If you say yes, then you don't need help. If you say no, then you have to try something different, because what you're doing now is not working, obviously. And that's just part of living, and that's why I like failure. Working want to be you put a link. For me, I'm at LeskoHelp.com, and that's $20 a month if you join. If you don't want to join, if you don't have the $20, we have a free service called TryLesko.com, TryLesko.com. And you can go there and download a report that will get you started. What it does is get me to think so much more outside of the box. That's wonderful. There's a good joke in there somewhere, Charity. How many links do I try? Is there a better way to organize but more pertains to you on a personal level? Yes, that's what we do. You, Tony, you're a member, so actually you want to get me, go over to Facebook and tell me what you're looking for money for, okay? And that's why I think this is the best thing in the world. Because what you do is you tell me what you're looking for money for. I put the best websites for you. I can't guarantee any or some or all of them will work, but these are the places to zero in on. And the key to that, who was that? Tony. Yeah, the key to that is when you contact them, that's why I'm trying to get also people to use the phone more than anything else, because that's how you get the real stuff reading and everything. Life is too complicated, to just use words from other people. And you got to talk to people to understand what that means to you. What that means to somebody else is different. Please make things easy for your members. We always need a link for the application. Well, I'd love to do that, Michael, but it's physically impossible to give you every application that you're eligible for. Sure, you'd like to do it. I would like to do it for you. And the only way I could do that is to have a budget as big as NASA. I mean, we got millions of applications that are different, and they're different in every city, county, state, or whatever. Now, there's no way anybody is ever going to get all of them. Yeah. And I don't, well, really don't. I'll show you, Michael. Tell me what you want to do. Okay. And I'll show you the places where you live that have money and help to help you do that. Now, what you have to do is then contact them. And there's not a shortcut. I mean, you could hire somebody to do that if you want to. And I used to do that. And I used to charge thousands and thousands of dollars. But the people who could afford thousands and thousands of dollars don't need help. And if you don't have that, well, then you have to do it yourself. I mean, it's like anything in life. I mean, you have to learn what's available, how to get it, or whatever. And you could train, you trained yourself to learn how to drive a car, you train yourself to learn how to use a computer. Well, start training yourself to learn how to use free money, because it's out there. And if you don't take the effort to do it, it's not going to come to you. And I or anybody else is not going to make it easier. I mean, I've been studying this for 48 years, and I don't know a better way to do it than what we're doing here. Before, I used to give books, videos, lectures, and all that. Here, I'm getting more positive response than I've ever in 48 years of doing this. And you go over to Facebook, where we have a lot of the testimonials, there are about 400 of them there, of people who really did it and tried it and do it. I can't, you have to do the work. If you don't want to do the work, Michael, then I'm sorry. I'm happy to refund your money. If we misled you that we could do something that is not possible, I know it'd be nice. I would like to be able to do that, but after 48 years of studying this is the best I got, and the best I could see doing this. And from the results we're getting here, it's the best I've done in 48 years. So we can't please everybody, and I understand that, and that's why we'll always give you your money back. That's not a problem. There's too many problems to solve, and that people need help, that I have to continue doing this. So make sure you apply to ours. Michael, did you apply to our grant? That's easy. It's right there. The link is available. On LeskoHelp 2, on the left-hand side is the links that are there. Good morning, everyone. Julio, hi. Tammy's up. Oh, go to Facebook and get a personalized ad. Yeah, from me, Tony, that's right. And I'm trying to do this on LeskoHelp 2. It's a little confusing over here to do that. So we're working on it. Please make things easy for our members. We always need the link here. Yeah, and the links, like in the videos, I put the links in the discussions. I mean, in the description of the videos. I just did one here today that's up for that. The government has, Biden, there's 3 million people who didn't pick up a check for $1,400. One of the Biden programs 2 years ago that came out, I forget what they call it now, whatever. Oh, the CARES Act. It's a stimulus check, and the 3 million people, it's sitting there for people to pick up, and they haven't. And it's complicated. I mean, it's not complicated. Who knows why it didn't happen? I saw that. Oh, you saw that, Charity? Spend a grant for repairs. I am one of the winners. Oh, nice, Marcel. Yeah, Matthew, you're going. Great job. Thank you. I found a link, and I'm going to work. Thank you, Loretta. Yeah, and come back to us when you run into a problem or a roadblock or whatever the heck it is, and so we could help you more. I mean, I truthfully, and maybe you know this by now, all I want to do is be able to everybody who knows this work to be able to help you personally. I can't. You don't ever miss Leo. Thank you, Charity. Help you as much as I can personally, because that's where I get the best feeling. That's where I get my heart grows. Every time I feel some frustration or pain that you have in trying to get through life, because we all do that. We all have that frustration and pain. And you sharing that really makes me feel more alive. It opens my heart more, and I could try to solve it. I know I can't solve them all. I know it may work, it may not. I think it's a numbers game. You just have to try a lot of shit and you get lucky. I've written 100 books and only 10 made money, so I get lucky 10% of the time. But if I don't do the 100, I'll never get anything. So life is, I mean, to me, I mean, maybe you have a different life, or it's different for all of us, I know. What is the web address? LeskoHelp.com, LeskoHelp.com. Have one of the biggest hearts ever. Oh, awfully nice story. Where the hell do I write? Yeah, let me write this. I mean, to me, life has been learning that what people say doesn't work for me, and I got to do it a different way. And that's why failing is so good, because failing shows you more what you should not be doing. So you get pushed towards more what you should be doing. That's why even when you're starting a new business or something, I mean, don't go to expert. I mean, you can, and they're not all bad or whatever, but the real expert is your customer. You got to find out who your customer is, see what they want, show them something, and they say yes or no. They say no, you go back and change it and show it again and see what it is. That's what it is. It's not some expert, because you have something special in you. We all do. And what's special is what we're good at. I want to at least tell you, which I can't afford. I can't afford $10. Well, Jesse, you're going to have to start and build up to it. I mean, it's using the services or the programs that are out there to help pay bills, and then also how to help create income. You have to do income too. You have to work, do something, no matter, even with a disability. I think there's so many things you could do, even with a computer and stuff like that, that's available to do. There's so many people that complain without putting in the work. Yeah, well, it's easy to complain. It's hard to work. Who wants to do something hard? I don't want to do that. And that's natural. I'm a lazy shit too. Yeah, I'd like to, but I know that I get lucky once in a while if I do a lot of things and try a lot of things. And the problem I find, particularly like at least in business, if you spend money doing a lot of things looking for good feedback, you'll run out of money before you figure out what works. So that's why, to me, the message is you try a lot of things without spending any money. And that's easy to do. I'm going to put a link in here if I can find it easily. How to start business with no money. no nothing, okay? Yeah, and this is how all my businesses that succeeded, I never used money. I did it all for free. Find the customers, find everything. And now it's easier than ever to do that. Here's that report, okay? And how I start, oh, I won't hit. Come on, cut and paste. Ah, there it is, okay. And how to retire in 3 years with steady income. That's a hyperbole. It probably won't work, but it's a way to do it. I mean, that's what I've been able to do that, and mostly because I failed a lot and learned all this stuff not to do. That's why failing is so important. So that's why, to me, the key is to go out and fail, and make sure you're not spending money doing it, or as little as possible, because otherwise you're going to run out of money before you learn what works for you. So, and now there's so many ways that are easy to do that. And there's just so many opportunities in this country, to still do that. Sure, it's a pain in the ass, and we're not doing a lot of things probably that we should. We don't treat each other nice enough. I think that's the main thing. Life is a pain in the ass. Walk in the New York Park. I haven't done new project. It will be a walking. So yeah, right, exactly. And well, nothing is really working, but it becomes easier. What happens is the downside. As you get a little more successful, then the floor keeps rising. There's still a floor, but it's just not as bad as like when in the beginning. Living my best life. How can I find money for moving out of state? Well, there is we got a report. Actually, there's about 70 or 80 cities that will pay you to move there. You hear that? And this is in the United States. There's some overseas too that will pay you. So there's a lot to do that, because they want people, particularly if you're a freelancer or something like that. I'm 74. My wife is 75. I'm looking for assistance for a down payment mortgage. Okay, if you look at the beginning, the three. Look at the monster report. Okay. Here are the three reports again. Now, what you want to do for housing is look at the monster report and look at item number 7. Okay, in the monster report, I've been a member for a year now. August 25th. My life has changed because of you. Wow, it's hard for me to think I did that charity, but I know you a little well enough. I know you're not lying, and I know you're sincere, and your heart is open. And your open heart helps me open my heart. I mean, one of the things I want to do now is just open my heart as much as possible. I feel that is the most rewarding thing to do in life. Maybe because I don't have to worry about eating anymore and things like that. Putting kids through college, all that kind of stuff. So. And it's, to me, is how can I open my heart more? And you guys that I should be paying you, because what you're doing is giving me a chance to open my heart more, and that feels the best. And that's why I can't wait to get up every morning and see, oh God, I feel guilty if I'm not answering questions, not giving people as much as I can every second of my waking hour to help show you maybe something that will help. I know everything doesn't help everybody, but it may be a piece in the puzzle somewhere to get to a better place. And you don't take one big step for mankind or whatever. It's a lot of little steps that you get somewhere. And that's what we all do. And that's what we should all do. Whether it's loving somebody or opening your heart or whatever. Capitalism is just sort of makes everything transactional and not from the heart. If you're working from your pocketbook, we have to take care of ourselves. So we have to. We can't be a burden on society, so we got to get income. You got to do that stuff to take care of you, and then you help other people. And that's what it seems to me. But I enjoy talking to you guys so much because I feel open-hearted just from the just from how you talk back or whatever. I don't know what it is or how it is. It's alchemy to me, but I want to do more of it. And it all seems to me the more I could help people find something that improve their life, that improves my life so much. And my life is really more my heart. It opens my heart, and that's the nicest feeling to have as an open heart. And life more or less beats on you enough to try to close it. So you have to fight it. Oh, I gotta go exercise, guys. I didn't yesterday. I had to go to a family thing, so as it takes me 2 hours or more to exercise, about 2.5 hours. I walk 6 miles, and I go to the gym, and whatever. But that's therapy for me too. So I enjoy doing that a lot. So I'm gonna go. Don't forget to apply by midnight tonight for our $1,000 grant. That's $60,000 we're giving. I mean, I am so proud that we do that, and it's really and giving it back to the people who made us successful. That's you. So if we make a profit, you're getting the profits. After we pay us, and you get the profits because you make this happen. Thank you so much. I appreciate every breath I take every day now. It's just, I don't understand what happened, but it's certainly the best time of my life. Thank you.